Hello, I am Mystic Rose and welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you here today with me. We're going to be exploring all about what do people say about you when you leave the room. So basically anything can happen with these types of readings. It may be all positive, but I mean, truth be told, it can't always be positive. So I can't guarantee that all the piles will be super positive, but I will guarantee that I will be an open conduit for spirit to allow spirit to speak through me, to deliver the honest to God truth about what people are saying about you when you leave the room. Okay? So there's going to be 3 different piles to choose from. These will be based on gemstones or images, or you can use some kind of combination of the 2 to make your choice. Okay, so go ahead and go to the timestamps to make your selection. And yeah, if you feel drawn to more than one, definitely be sure to feel free to watch however many you feel drawn to, because there's a reason for it. Okay, that means there's multiple messages for you. And there will be a subscriber bonus as well at the very end, which is going to be all about all the ways in which you're evolving and people are noticing this evolution about you. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, be sure to do that so that you can be included in my subscriber bonus. I'm going to be channeling the energy of all of my subscribers who wish to know how they're evolving and what people are thinking about this evolution. All right. So I hope that you will enjoy today's pick a card. Let's go ahead and get started. Hello and welcome to your gemstone selection. So for pile 1, we have this purple amethyst. So if you are drawn to the purple amethyst, you will choose pile 1. For pile 2, we have this red jasper. So if you are drawn to the red jasper, you'll choose pile 2. And if you are drawn to this opalite, you will choose pile 3. Go ahead and pause the video if you need more time to think about it. And don't forget about my subscriber bonus. It's going to be all about your evolution. What are people noticing about the changes that you are making all of the time? So that'll be my subscriber bonus. It's not too late to be considered as part of that. If you haven't subscribed yet, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button. I will be able to channel your energy. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Hello, beautiful souls. If you chose image 1 or this gorgeous purple amethyst gemstone, you are in the right place for today's pick a card reading. It's going to be all about what do people say about you after you leave the room, with a special bonus for subscribers, all about your evolution and what are people noticing about the changes that you're making. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to connect with Spirit and then we'll get started. I will lay out the letter tiles as usual, and then I'll do the channeling toward the end, but this is just for those of you who like to confirm that you definitely chose the right pile, okay? So I'm just going to open up the space here and connect with Spirit. So Spirit, please be here now with me. Help me to deliver clear, concise, and accurate messages to my pile 1 collective, all about the question at hand, and Spirit, please speak through me. Thank you, Spirit. Please bring in light, positivity, peace, and protection. Okay, so let's go ahead. I hope that you are all doing well and having a wonderful day or an evening or whenever you are watching this. So how this works is you're going to see if you can find your name or initials here. And if you can't, that's okay, because it's still maybe your pile. I will be channeling some names toward the end, so you may hear your name. Also, I'm going to be rolling the astro dice so that you can see if your sign comes out, your astrological sign. Okay, just giving you confirmation that you chose the right pile, because I know that for many of you, you like that extra confirmation. as do I. It's just fun. It's fun to have that extra bit. Ah, there's the Z. So many people leave comments saying, you never pull Z. I'm like, yeah, I know. I think there's only one Z in here. And I only, pull out the letters that Spirit, calls me to pull out. Like, I'm not choosing the letters. So I've had people that seem upset with me. I'm like, I'm not choosing the letters. I'm pulling them out and asking for Spirit's help to help me choose the right ones for you all. So, but I'm glad that it's here for those of you who were hoping that the Z would show up. There you go. Anyways, if you need to duplicate the letters, you can. And if everything is there except one letter, it still counts. I am hearing some names already, but like I said, I think I'll hold off until until the end. Okay. Because I know that not everybody likes that. And let's go ahead and get started with the tarot and the messages. Okay. But here's the letter tiles for your viewing pleasure. And then I'm going to go ahead and roll the dice. So Spirit, help me to reveal the astrological sign of those who are watching so that they can confirm that this is indeed their pile. We've got Pisces, so you could have that in your big three. Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Aquarius, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. Okay. I'm using my brand new deck. This was a Christmas gift. I was completely spoiled this Christmas. So, yeah. This is actually called the Animal Tarot. And it's very, very beautiful. So I can't wait to use it. You guys are actually the first ones that I get to try these cards with. So I've never tried these cards before. It'll be really fun. Oh, I'm getting a strong sensation. So you know what that means if you've been watching my channel for long enough. Whenever I get that to me means that there's a lot of like sexual energy that you are putting out there. So you better believe it that when you leave the room, people are talking about your sex appeal, how they wonder, like, are you single? They might be like, is she single? Is he single? Like, they want to know because a lot of people actually want your digits or want to hook up with you. The High Priestess. So you have just like these so super mystical vibes that you put out there. Got the Eight of Wands. A lot of people want to talk to you. So yeah, you seem very open. Some people may be a little bit intimidated by you. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like when you're in the room and you're talking with everybody, it's like, you know how to work the room and you seem very comfortable, which is really quite a gift for considering that you're very beautiful and or handsome. You look good. So a lot of people, when you leave, they're like, I can't believe like what a good personality they have, because it's so almost like so astounding, because it's like I guess, what do they expect? I don't know. Like, just because you look good, it's like, I think that some people may expect that you're gonna be like a total bitch or something, and you're not. You're like really down to earth. You're really nice. Yeah, you got some mystery about you. You could give off some spooky vibes, but I really think a lot of people dig this. Okay, so what do I mean by like spooky vibes? Well, the High Priestess tells us that, like I said, like you could give off very mysterious types of vibes. You could wear a lot of dark colors, like dark purple, dark like black, dark blue, anything dark. It kind of brings out, if you have hazel eyes, it really brings out your eyes. Or it doesn't really matter what color your eyes, there's just an intensity behind your eyes. So people are really talking about your intensity, your passion, and that kind of thing. And I really do think that like when you get up and leave, people that don't know you are asking other people like how can I talk to that person again? Because there's like a real desire to want to talk to you more and more with the Eight of Wands. That's all about communication. So the Seven of Cups, it's almost like people kind of just assume that you may be taken, though. So, they may actually kind of like want to know, but almost like they almost assume you have somebody, but they still got to try, right? They still have to try because they're talking about your beauty when you are not in the room. It's very captivating. But yeah, when you leave, they're talking about how like you have you look like a type of person that has like a lot of options presented to you. Like you could just have your pick of anybody you want in the area of like love and romance. Also, people when you walk away and you leave the room, if you okay, maybe you do or do not know this. You get a lot of looks. So they're talking about how like you get a lot of eyes on you. You get a lot of attention. I think this is another reason why many people are intimidated by you is because of the amount of stares you get. Now, I'm hearing all eyes on you. So maybe they're looking at you because you do have these very interesting, intense, or spooky vibes about you. Or maybe they're looking at you. They could be looking at you out of like partially they're curious. There's a lot of curiosity around getting to know you, wanting to talk to you. You seem like a very unique person in the room. And so it's partially that, and a lot of it is this dark, mysterious kind of beauty that you have. Even if you don't have dark hair, you still have this like dark beauty about you, which is very interesting. Okay, let's see what else. This is so much fun. I don't know if I've done a reading like this. I know I've done similar, but I can't remember if I've ever done one like this before. The Tower. I think that people, like, when you leave the room, they could be talking about, like, your personal life, too. Yeah, I mean, it's none of their business, but I think that there's some people that like to gossip about you. They like to talk about you. They like to talk about your personal affairs and, like, what's going on in your life. So maybe we can get more into that. The Devil. Oh my gosh. Some people think it's not fair how many people get obsessed with you and they talk about this. I think there's some haters in your circle that are jealous, that are talking about how people fall in love with you fast, but like you almost seem like to them almost like careless or heartless, like heartbreaker type of energy. Like you can just have anybody or anything you want. You got the Magician there and you got the Devil. So people definitely get hung up on you, obsessed with you, like obsession for real. You are delicious. Like your body language. I mean, people just want to eat you up. The way that you look so delicious. That is what Spirit is saying. I'm hearing like scrumptious. A lot of people actually enjoy watching you eat, watching you drink, watching your mouth move, and watching your body movements as you walk within any area of the room. If you're in a room or out in public, people just enjoy watching you walk, hearing you talk. Okay, with that, your body language is seductive. I just heard your voice is music to my ears. So people think you have a very seductive and sexy voice. And your words are very sweet. Like you are a real sweetheart. But I think that some people just kind of don't really know. You may be hard to get to know. So when you get up and leave, people start asking a lot of questions about you. Of people, maybe the people that, let's say you're in a room and you're talking to a group of friends and then you get up and leave. Other people will come over and start asking a bunch of questions about you because there's a real curiosity. And people are drawn to your energy like a moth to a flame. Okay. I want to see what else is going on here when you leave the room. What else are people saying about you? People are saying when you leave the room that you have been working on yourself. They've noticed some big changes in you and your personality. the way that you carry yourself, and maybe even your style, your looks. I just heard for some, like, they may be talking about you, that there could be some jealous people that are wondering how you've done this, because I just heard glamour magic. So some people may be wondering if you're conducting like glamour magic, or if you have some kind of other secret. So if you don't know, glamour magic is where you like imbue lipsticks, or you imbue perfumes or jewelry or whatever with like incantations or like spells in a way, or intentions. And then every time you spritz this like magical perfume on you, it carries an energy with it. So it kind of like, it amps up your level of attractiveness. And it can almost like bewilder people. You can almost like transform your looks overnight. It's very powerful, especially if you truly believe in the power of it. So people are just talking about you. If you have told some people about this, they're definitely talking about it. They can't believe that it's actually working for you. That's what I was hearing. You attract quality partners. So people, when you get up and leave, people are saying that like a lot of attractive people are staring at you. Your partners that you attract do seem to be very attractive. People always also say that when you get up to leave, or when you leave the room, they say that you seem to be like somebody who is a good judge of character. I think that's why another reason why people are somewhat intimidated too by your presence is because it's almost like you can like look into someone's soul. And with that intensity that you have with the High Priestess and your psychic gifts, you can kind of scare people, because like they just like, they don't know what to do with all that intensity, and they think that you know like all their dirty deeds. Okay, they think that you know that they are having like naughty thoughts about you. They think that they're so transparent around you and in your presence that you may get a lot of people that are like quiet around you, but the minute you get up to leave, like your friends could tell you like, oh yeah, they asked about you. And then you may be like, wait, who asked about me? Because like when they were actually in your presence, this person was like quiet, or maybe they were just so shy. That I think that people can act shy around you or quiet sometimes when they're actually very interested. And there's a great desire for them to want to talk to you, but for some reason they're like, they don't know what to say, for one thing. And I think too that they think that if they say something, you're gonna maybe be scrutinizing their every word or something. And I just think that they think you're very smart. You look very cautious, very calculated. And it's so crazy, because what I'm sensing is that you're powerful. Like, I think that you're more powerful than what you even know, especially with the Magician here. I think that you have a fierceness about you, an intensity about you that just you aren't even really fully aware of. And a lot of it is coming from your eyes, okay? From your soul. It's like a soul level intensity. So people are also talking about your personal business. Like I said before, I actually said that when the tower came out, that people are talking about like your personal business. Like if you recently had a breakup, or family drama, or drama in the workplace, or whatever, people are talking about that when you get up and leave. Also, people are talking about, though, they're talking about your work ethic, and saying that you are working really hard. I feel like you've got some cheerleaders around you, but you also have some jealous haters. Yeah, some people, they just don't understand that you are working really hard. And for some of you, you've had to lose a lot along the way, and that's not always been fair. And a lot of people wouldn't understand all the things you went through, and they just think, oh, you have it so easy, or you get it so easy. And some people like actually resent you for that. Even if all that secretly like resent you for it, which is totally not fair and not cool. But some people will talk about like your work ethic in a good way, and like say that they really respect the hell out of you for it. And other people will just be like snarky about it and be like, oh yeah, like you're a workaholic. You know what I mean? Like they could accuse you of being like a workaholic or like doing like weird favors to get to the top. I'm not kidding. Like some really weird energy is around you. I'm not kidding. Some people, I think this is some of those people that are not on your side would say that you think you're always right. You definitely got some haters, okay? At least one or two haters. I just heard blonde female, so this could be a blonde female in your circle that is a hater who maybe acts nice, but you know they could be secretly a bit jealous. They're not saying terribly bad things about you, but they're definitely feeling jealous. And I think that this person just either they're younger than you or they lack maturity, and they're just they're so jealous that they can sometimes be negative. I don't think it like that this person like straight out hates you or like is mean to you, but they're not exactly like rooting for you to succeed. Okay, wow, that's a lot, Spirit. I can't take all of those. Okay. Some people like they think that you're taking really good care of yourself because you are looking really good. I just heard it's astonishing. So you're surprising people. You're taking people by surprise. Some people are horrified by your beautiful changes you're making with your personality, your body. Some people are horrified because they can't believe you did it. They can't believe like that you made it happen with the flipping magician here. Like, yeah, you're making your dreams come true too. And like, I feel like you got some, like I said, some cheerleaders advocating for you, cheerleading for you, and other people that are secretly hating on you because you could be like earning good money, or people just think you're going to be rich. They talk about that when you leave. They're like, oh, she or he's going to be really rich. They're going to be really rich one day. Or they could even be saying like, they're going to be famous one day, you know? But the jealous people are like, oh, they're trying too hard. So some people may think that like accuse you of trying too hard. They think that you're like, I don't know. I just heard extra. I think that some of these haters think you're extra and that you're trying way too hard to look pretty, which, you know what? Screw that, because honestly, like that is ridiculous. You just keep being you because you're putting in the effort and it's really showing. I heard it's showing and you're glowing. So keep shining. Keep shining and don't let anybody dim your light. You don't listen to people's advice. So some people are like kind of like the I told you so kind of attitude. Some people are talking about you when you leave the room saying that like you never listen. You never really listen because you're either like always talking or like you don't like to heed people's advice. Somebody's kind of upset that you didn't take their advice about something, and they're talking about that, saying that you never listen or you don't value their opinion. Okay, that's very interesting. Okay, I think what I'll do now is just like do some channeling and look at the letter tiles and see if I can get some names from the tiles and from channeling and any other hints and clues. Okay, if you do not like this part, you feel free to go to the subscriber bonus where I'm going to be talking all about your evolution and what people are noticing. But if you do like this part, please stay with me. I'm going to be channeling some names. I'm already hearing, I was hearing flower, so your name could be Lily or Flower, Rose, Patty, Belle, Bella, Giselle, Tina, Moesha, Yolanda, Yuri, Trish, Therese, Aisha, Merlot, Finley, Trinity, Trin, Kim or Kimmy, Saul, Sandra, Cassandra, Cassidy. I was hearing Caspian. I don't know what that is. Caspian. Maybe that's like a last name. I don't know. I was hearing Utah, and I was hearing Kansas City. Also, I was hearing Oklahoma. Fadish. I don't know what Fadish is. I was hearing Fadish. That could be like a last name, Fadish. Eli, Sloan, Xavier or Xavier, Zebedee, Zebediah, Milton, Willow, William, Cheyenne, Shasta, Sherry, Cheryl, Tobias, Danny, Daniel, Danielle, Daniela, Ray Sean, Regina. I'm just going to say a few more and then I'll see what else Spirit wants to bring through, okay? Desiree, Diamond, Dylan, Warren. I'm hearing Zephyrus. I don't even know what that is, but Zephyrus, that could be a name. I don't know, maybe a last name. Lisha or Lisha. Maybe that's a nickname. Lisha. I was hearing like, what is it? Fawcett? That could be like a last name, Fawcett. Okay, we have got siren energy here, big time. People are talking about you because you got major siren energy. You have a way of presenting yourself to the world that's very alluring, but also you hold something back. There's a sense of depth and mystery about you. So you're holding something back, and that makes you even more alluring because you don't just, spill your beans about everything or spill your guts. You don't just tell everybody your whole life story. So like, you keep that magical allure about you. You're an onion. You like, people can just take it in layers, and like, you always are unraveling like something new and exciting about your personality or your secret, thoughts. I am hearing like secretive. You could be a very secretive person, or people are talking about you, saying that you are secretive when you leave the room. Wondering what your secrets are. Relishing in your company, Spirit just said. They relish the time with you. It's sweet. People are noticing some funny changes about your body. Especially if you're trying to make your breasts seem larger. Maybe you're trying to do like breast enhancements or something. There's something here if you're a female. If you're a woman, you could be trying to like do something with your breasts. People are noticing whether you're trying to make them look perkier or push together more, or like maybe you have one of those nifty bras that like pushes the girls together. I don't know, but there's something you happen to do here with the boobies, okay? People are noticing, and they're talking. People are astounded by your appeal, how appealing you are. Fit. People are saying that you're really fit. You look very fit, physically fit. They could be noticing a weight loss or just getting firmer. Bliss. People notice you're happier. They're talking about that when you leave. They think that you look happier these days. The name Miles is coming through here too. I was hearing feminine wiles. So You could be a woman, and if so, many people are wondering about your feminine wiles, what you would be like in bed, and that kind of thing. Undressing you with their eyes. Oh my goodness. Jeesh. Yeah, there's a lot of like 18 plus thoughts they're having about you that I can't really go into here. But you definitely have people's wheels turning in their heads about you. Okay? I heard nighttime. So there's a lot of people thinking about you at nighttime that you aren't even aware of. Let's see who this is. Okay, who are some of the people thinking about my pile one at the nighttime when they're all alone? You've got a Virgo thinking about you. Another Virgo. 2 Virgos. That's just triple confirmation right there. Well, double. Libra and Capricorn. Since we got that twice, let's roll again. Libra, so double confirmation on the Libra. Aquarius. Okay. So that is what's coming through. If you're interested in knowing more about your evolution and how people are viewing your evolution, be sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already and join me over at the subscriber bonus. You can go to the timestamps and go directly to it. Also, if you would like a personal reading, just know that I do offer those. All the information for those, how to get that, is in my description box below. And all you have to do is check out the info and send me an email or just make a payment. I keep my prices very affordable for y'all, so I hope you'll take advantage of that. And also, I have an 18 plus Patreon, and I think you'll enjoy it if you like those naughty 18 plus types of uncensored readings. Love readings. I do get into all the spicy details there, so check out my Patreon. I have a $3 tier and a $6 tier, so go ahead and see which option works best for you. And then also, if you would like to donate to my channel, it's never expected, but it's always appreciated, and you can find more info on how to do that in my description box below. Much love to you all. Stay beautiful and blessed, and until next time. Bye. Hello, beautiful souls. For those of you who chose image 2 or this beautiful red jasper stone, you are in the right place for today's pick a card reading, all about what do people say about you after you leave the room. And like I said, this can't always be positive, but I'm hoping the spirit will bring through some very realistic, very positive things, as well as some realistic, maybe, you know, whatever we need to hear, okay? I'll just say it that way. Let's see what sun signs we can bring through. Sun, moon, or ascendant sign. We may get your sun, moon, or ascendant sign here, letting you know you chose the right pile. Also, I'm going to be using some letter tiles to confirm these things. So we've got a Scorpio, a Gemini, a Libra, Pisces. You could be one of those signs in your big 3 or have that prominent overall energy. Now I'm going to lay down the letter tiles, so you'll be able to see your initials or your name, hopefully, to be able to confirm that this is your pile. You can duplicate letters if you need to. I will be channeling at the end, so stay tuned for that if you enjoy that. Also, I'm going to be having a subscriber bonus for my subscribers. I'm going to be tuning into your energy and talking about your evolution and how people view your evolution and all the ways that you are changing. So I'm hearing some very positive things about you already. That spirit is letting me know. Oh, wow. Look at that. We got a Z. We had a Z in pile 1 too. This is kind of a rarity. Oftentimes the Z does not come out, and people get upset with me. They're like, why doesn't the Z come out ever? I'm like, because I'm not choosing these letters. Spirit is doing this through me. So I'm just, you know, allowing spirit to help me to choose the letter tiles that spirit wants to bring out. So I cannot choose what, I don't even look at the letter tiles until I flip them over. So please do not get upset with me that I'm not pulling Z's. Okay. All right, so you can, like I said, you can duplicate letters. If everything's there except 1, it still counts. We're getting lots of good letters here. Not too many repeats. Okay. Lots of water energy here for this pile. I'm definitely feeling that. Group number 2, you have a really flowy, very easygoing kind of positive energy about you, a true flair too, about your personality. I'm hearing like a big, beautiful personality that people cannot help but notice. And I heard enamored. People do kind of fall in love with you. You have a very pleasant personality. You don't like drama. You're fair. I'll pull some tarot cards so that we can get more info, but that's what's coming through already for you. So lots of positivity. Like I said, though, it can't always be positive when we get people talking about us when we leave the room. I mean, we hope and we really want it to be good, right? But we can't always guarantee it will be. But I really feel like you have really, really good energy, my pile 2. Let's see. Okay, so I will be using my new deck of tarot cards. This is the Animal Tarot. It has really, really pretty illustrations of different animals on here. And I really like the silver on the sides. So what are people saying? Wow, that wanted to come out. Oh my goodness. We've got the Empress. Your beauty is noticeable, inner and outer, okay? Your inner and outer beauty is very, very noticeable. Oh, let me connect with Spirit real quick before we begin. Oops, I gotta move this. Spirit, please be here now with me. Help me to deliver clear, concise, and accurate messages to pile 2. Please speak through me. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, sorry about that. I had forgotten to do that at the very beginning. I like to cleanse the energies of the space. 5 of Pentacles, okay. You've been through hell and back, pile 2. Some people are talking about your personal troubles and what you've gone through when you leave the room and how brave you are for overcoming it. I love this beautiful armadillo here. Armadillo for the 4 of Pentacles. Some people think that you are hard to read. You could be very stoic, and they may be asking people like, what was she thinking? Or what was she feeling? Or what was he or they, what were they thinking when they were sitting here just now with us? Like if you were sitting with a group of people and you get up and leave, because you are hard to read. So people are saying that you're hard to read at times. Okay. Because in some ways, yes, you have a big personality, but it's not going to be with people that you don't know real well. You kind of hold yourself back. So like if there's somebody near you that you don't know very well, you can be very like held back or very reserved. You really don't love the big crowds. I can tell that you can do it, but it's not like your most favorite thing to do. Some people may be saying, now this is only some people who really misunderstand your energy. They could be saying that like you seem like you'd rather be at home, okay, than out in public. But even people that have never really met you definitely can tell that you seem like you have a big heart and that you're very sensitive. You could get hurt feelings very easily. And maybe because you have been through a lot, this kind of shows, okay? But in so many ways, people are saying that like you have a very kind and playful spirit about you. You have a certain amount of like star quality about you that people cannot help but notice. You really shine out a lot of light, but you also hold a lot of shadow, which is interesting. The dichotomy is that you hold a lot of shadow and light, Spirit is saying, within you. So people can almost get mixed signals when they look at you. But there's something that they can't really resist about you. I think that a lot of people, when they see you, they could have mixed feelings about you. Some can't understand why they may immediately fall for you. This can actually irritate people. You seem very caring, so people are talking about that, like that you seem like a cool person to get to know. A lot of people would like to get to know you better. But you may just have a small select few of friends, you know what I mean? Like a small select group of friends. And so, you know, you fiercely love these people, but you don't allow like a whole bunch of people into your life. So a lot of people just may think that you're a bit standoffish, okay? But a lot of people, they cannot help but notice that you seem very talented and unique in this talent. And they're when you get up and leave, they are asking other people to tell them more about you or talking about your talent and what you do, because you seem to have some very interesting hobbies that people are talking about. Okay, whether this is I mean, it could be maybe you're into like photography or something else within the arts, some kind of design. Spirit is telling me, and something to do with your hands, but also your mind. It's like a hand and mind connection, so it could be some form of art, music, something like that. But people are saying you're brilliant, you're a creative type. They wish though that they could know more about that talent, but it's like you don't want to talk to everybody about it. You only want to talk to people that you feel comfortable with, because you've been hurt and betrayed by people who said they were friends of yours in the first place. But when you leave, a lot of people will say that like you seem like a very safe place to be, like in your presence. You seem like a very genuine person. You just have a lot of kindness in your heart, and this is very palpable within your aura because you have nurturing and caring vibes. The way that you just look sweetly at people that you care about, a lot of the caring and tenderness is in your body language, the words you say, the way you look at the people that you truly care about. People think that you love hard, and you love with a veracity and a passion about you. So yeah, people just will say that like they feel that you're very genuine but also guarded. It's kind of an interesting dichotomy because you're very guarded with people that you don't know, and you can be kind of private. So some people may be talking about how you're very private. But what they cannot deny is that you seem to be a person that has like a lot of vision. You could be like a photographer who, I can't talk, a photographer who just captures the world in the most beautiful way, or an artist who paints or draws. When you are doing what you do best, people will talk about it when you're not around, because you have a fearlessness about you and a passion that keeps driving you forward. And you know how to celebrate people's uniquenesses too. So it's like you almost like look for ways to verbally affirm people, which is pretty cool. It's quite a gift. So people will notice that you seem like a verbal affirmer, and people will talk about that, how really nice you are. And a lot of people do want in your small circle, but and so when you leave the room, some people may ask like why you're so guarded, what happened to you, and so they could be disclosing some of your personal background or information. People think that, and when you leave the room, they're saying that you're very sweet, but somehow you're also a badass. That's what Spirit is saying. You're a baddie. You're like a mixture of sweet and kind, but also a badass. So it could be, I mean, maybe you like to wear like leather and lace, like mixing two very different aesthetics. Very feminine with like almost like biker chick aesthetics. Or like I'm seeing like Amy Winehouse meets Lucille Ball or something like that, or like you know what I mean, like something very feminine or like old fashioned mixed with like biker chick, something like that. It's very like split. Some people may even be saying behind your back that they wonder if you have like multiple personalities disorder, because you seem to have like multiple different sides to you. I think it adds to your mystery though. This is why so many people are curious about you. You're all these things all wrapped into one. And yeah, people are just proud to know you. Many people want to be in your circle. So that's pretty cool. I want to dig a little deeper into this and see. I'm going to use these channeled message cards, but yeah. What else are people saying about my pal 2 when they get up to leave, when they leave the room? Some people think you're cold as ice because you are guarded, okay? Yeah, thank you, Spirit, for that. Because you got the 4 of Pentacles is all about holding your feelings to your chest and like holding your cards closely to your chest and not showing your cards, not showing your feelings to people. So like, yeah, you're highly sensitive, highly empathic, a genuine person, all these wonderful things, but like a little bit guarded. And some people think that it's that you're being cold on purpose. They don't realize you've been hurt, or that that's playing an effect on you, or like having its effects on you. Okay, they just think that you're being cold as ice. Some people think that because you're guarded, you seem sad or maybe even worried, and they may be talking about that when you leave the room. So they may be asking people like, "Oh, is she sad, or is she worried about something, or is he sad, or is he worried about something?" They may also be talking about your political beliefs. That's so weird that Spirit just brought that through. Maybe some people are actually like, you may surprise people with your political beliefs because you may look one way, like maybe you look very conservative, or you look very, I don't know, either you look like you're either one way or the other, but you surprise people often because you're so full of surprises. It's like, bam, they don't know what's coming when it comes to you. And like when you start talking about politics, I feel like you surprise people somehow. So like some people are just like, wait, what? And then you get up to leave and people are still talking about your political views. So that is something that Spirit is bringing through. Some people are saying when you leave the room that like you're on the path to enlightenment. You seem to really have your shit together because you've been working on harvesting your talents, honing in on what you're good at and your skill set, and you're becoming really good. You're like a master in your field. And yeah, I think you're good at a lot of different things. Like you're very multi-talented. You seem excited. So some people think that you seem excited, but you're holding back. And some people, I think these people are just more in tune with your actual energy because you, I don't know, maybe you like to flip-flop. You could flip-flop between like very excited looking and very sad or worried looking, depending on your mood, I guess. But like I'm sensing more of like you're not in a sad or worried state. Not to say that you never get sad or worried, but like, I don't think you're projecting that. I think that some people project that onto you. So it kind of just depends on what people are projecting onto you from their own imaginations. And like, you know what I mean? Like some people will just project that onto you because that's how they're feeling. So yeah, I just heard too, Spirit just said that it doesn't faze me. So like, maybe in some ways, like some people think you're unbothered or like unfazed or like nothing can ruffle your feathers. Like that's why they think you're cold. You seem to be non-reactive. You don't get involved in the in like gossip or shit talking people. So because of that, they also may think that you're cold or like disinterested if other people are like gossiping and then you walk away because you don't want anything to do with it. They may say, she's got an attitude, or he's got an attitude. You know what I mean? Like they may think that you're being cold just because you don't want to participate in like low petty stuff. So there's that. Mad jealous ex. Oh, okay. Glamour magic or surgery. Oh my gosh. Okay. Somebody's crying tears, I just heard, over you. Let's roll the dice and see who this is. Some past boyfriend or girlfriend, some past ex is crying because they're mad they tried to replace you, but they can't. So they're mad and they're jealous and they're talking about you when you're not around. This is either a Gemini, Capricorn, got Gemini again, and the Taurus. So Taurus, Capricorn, Gemini. Since we got Gemini twice, let's do this again. Cancer. So you've got somebody who is either an ex-friend or an ex-lover who tried to replace you. This could be like an ex-friend who you guys had a falling out, or an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend that you just had a falling out, and they tried to replace you either by getting a new bestie or by getting a new lover, and they just can't replace you. Okay, so they're kind of mad and they're kind of jealous about you because you seem unfazed, like unbothered. You've just moved on. And a lot of people are wondering about you. You might have been drawn to pile one as well. If you were, I would say definitely watch it, because it could really, really pertain to you. Glamour magic or surgery, people are wondering how you're becoming so beautiful or attractive. They're wondering if you're using plastic surgery as a modality or something to enhance your beauty, such as glamour magic, even because maybe you have witchy vibes. Some people may think that you have witchy vibes, or that you're trying to induce beauty within yourself by using glamour magic. So like, glamour magic, for those of you who don't know, is when you, let's say you take a bottle of perfume and you imbue magic in it, and you say, every time I spritz myself with this perfume, people will see me as extra beautiful, or something like that, and you put energy into it, okay? And there's a whole bunch of rituals that you can do. It's called glamour magic. So you may be doing this, and if you are doing this and you told somebody about it, they're definitely talking about it. Okay, so yeah, that's what at least people are wondering, like, how did you get so pretty, or how did you get so attractive in such a short amount of time? And there's people that are actually upset about this, about your glow up. So, and that's very interesting. If you're even more interested in like how you're evolving and how you're changing physically and otherwise, you'll have to check out my subscriber bonus. So all you have to do is be a subscriber. If you're not yet, you can hit the subscribe button and be included in that. But anyway, we're going to do the channeling now, so that's really fun. The channeling is where I talk to spirit, and I look here in the tiles, and it's channeling, but also looking at the letter tiles to see what info I can glean from this, okay? About the topic of discussion here. What do people say about you after you leave the room? I may even say your name. I'm going to be saying some names. Also, like I said in the very beginning, look for your initials if I don't say your name. If you, I'm only going to say like 20 or 30 names, so please be patient. Yeah, I may just say like where they're from. I'm hearing Arizona right away, so you could be from Arizona or around this area. I could say names of people that you know, just kind of letting you know, like, oh, this is definitely my pile. Caitlin is coming through. Okay, Mary is coming through. Sergio is here. I'm seeing Sergio in the letter tiles. All right. Barbie. Brandy. What else, Spirit? Annabelle, Adrian, Clementine, Alice, Georgina, Felix, that's an interesting name, Felix, Calum, Alistair. I'm hearing Ambrose or Ambrosia, something like that. I'm not sure if that's a name, but that's coming through. That could even be like a flower. I think that's like a flower. I'm also hearing like geranium. So yeah, flowers. Maybe you really love flowers. Naomi, Elliot, Blaine, and Blake. Rowan. Briley. Bree. Tessa. Ben. Julie, Mauve, Daphne, Celeste, Presley, Palmer, Cora, Andre, Kenneth, Keith, Marshall, Lydia, Leanne, Shar, Gideon, Aiden, Myra, Brielle or Briella, Lena, Rhonda, and I'm just gonna say a couple more, okay? I'm hearing a J name. Jordan, Joe, Joey, Laz. I don't know if that's even a name. I was hearing Laz. Okay. Lazaro. That's interesting. That could be like a last name. Lisa. Okay, and Lisa. Now let's go ahead and look here. I'm seeing taser. You could be in law enforcement, or maybe you've taken like self-protection classes, you know, self-defense. Wife. Some of you are married. I was hearing concierge. Waiter. You could be a waiter or waitress. Or maybe that was one of the jobs you had when you were younger. People are saying you're heroic when you leave the room. Some people think you're very heroic, brave, enticing. But some people think that you're numb. Like you're numb because you're, like I said earlier, you're non-reactionary. You don't, they can't always, people cannot always get a rise out of you. So they may accuse you of being numb or say that behind your back. People love your smile. They say what a beautiful smile you have. They think it's kind of rare when you smile, especially when you feel like uncomfortable around people you don't know. But when you do smile, it's like so beautiful. And you do get a lot of people talking about your beautiful smile. Loner. Some people are saying you have loner vibes, or you like to be alone. Map. I feel like some people, when you leave the room, they say you really are on your right path. You know where you're going, and you have the passion to get you where you want to be. What else, Spirit? I'm seeing Aries and Ram. You could have that somewhere in your chart, or just be embodying that. So like people are saying when you leave the room that you're adventurous, you're energetic, you could be very pioneering. That's what they're saying about you, that you're courageous. You seem to have like a lot of enthusiasm and confidence. You have romantic vibes. You're quick-witted. But some jealous people would say that you're a little bit too foolhardy or a daredevil in some ways. Like you're trying too much too soon, or accusing you of, being foolhardy. Some people think you're picky. You have high standards. And well, truth be told, even if you do have high standards, that's okay. That's okay to have high standards. That will keep you protected. Yeah, so that's basically what is coming through. There's something here about a Bitmoji. You could look a lot like your Bitmoji, and people, for some reason, people are talking about that. if they have seen that you have a Bitmoji, they can't believe the resemblance between you and your Bitmoji. Okay, I know that sounds really weird, but like that's what Spirit is bringing through. So, okay, my Pile 2 Collective, if you enjoyed this, but you want to know more about your evolution and how people are viewing your evolution, definitely be sure to subscribe and head on over to my subscriber bonus. If you're already a subscriber, you don't have to worry about that. But if you haven't subscribed yet and you want to be included in the energy of that reading, be sure to hit the subscribe button and I'll meet you on over there. If you'd like a personal reading, I do offer those, and all my info is in my description box below for that. So check that out. And if you would like to join my Patreon, it is for 18 plus uncensored love readings. They can get kind of raunchy and they're a lot of fun. The prices are great. It's only $3 or $6 a month. There's 2 tiers. Go ahead and go to my Patreon link. It's in my description box below, and choose which tier is best for you. There's tier 1 or tier 2. Okay, based on your needs or your preferences. If you would like to donate to my channel, it is never ever expected, but always appreciated. And you can definitely find more information in my description box on how you can donate to my channel if you feel called to. Well, I hope that you enjoyed today's video, and if you felt drawn to any of the other piles, feel free to watch however many you were truly drawn to. And until next time, stay beautiful and blessed. Bye. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to Pile 3. So if you chose Image 3 or this gorgeous opalite gemstone, you are in the right place for today's Tarot Pick a Card reading, all about what are people saying about you when you leave the room. Now, just remember that I'm going to try to bring in like lots of positive messages, but you know, it can't always be positive, so there may be like some haters out there. So just be aware that I am bringing you the tea. Okay, I'm spilling the tea. So far, so good. Not too bad. Like with piles 1 and 2, it hasn't been harsh. So I'm delivering these messages in a very easy to digest way. So it's truth, but it's digestible and easy to take. Okay, I'm not gonna be mean or deliver mean messages. All right. So Spirit, please be here now with me. Help me to deliver clear, concise, and accurate messages to my Pile 3, all about the question at hand. Please bring in light, peace, positivity, and protection, and speak through me. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so today I'm going to be using my new tarot deck. It's the Animal Tarot. I'm also going to be using the letter tiles and the astro dice. So I'm going to be setting the letter tiles here, but I won't be channeling until the end, okay? So I will just set these out, and then I'll channel names at the end. So you may see your initials or your name spelled out in here, first, middle, or last name. If you don't, that's okay. Like I said, I'm going to be saying some names toward the end. I may say your name. Also, you may see your initials or, not only that, you could see your astrological sign, because I will be rolling the astro dice. Okay, so I hope that you're having a wonderful day or night whenever you are watching this. Oh my goodness, Spirit. I'm feeling strongly about this group. What a wonderful energy you have. I'm getting that message to tell you right away. You seem happy. Just overall, you seem happy. People think you have a joyful spirit, a joyful energy. I am sensing too, though, some haters. I'm not gonna lie, with this group already. I'm hearing you just dropped a bomb on me. So I think that you might have surprised some people with some surprising news lately. Maybe it was good news, and some people were like, when you walked away, they were accusing you of bragging. Even though I feel like you would never do that intentionally. Some people could take it as such. Some people just don't understand your energy, but I think you have a fantastic amount of energy. I just heard phantasmo. I don't even know if that's a word, but yeah, I was hearing that. Like, you could like to make up words. You have a unique personality. Okay? You're very unique. All right. I just heard sis. You could like that could be your nickname, sis. Okay, for some of you, you may have a sister that is talking about you when you leave the room. Hopefully this is all good things, right? I do think there's like some jealousy around you if you are going after your dreams and achieving things that you always wanted to achieve and things like that. And if you are spreading some good news and things that has happened to you lately that has been good, I think that some people are secretly jealous and maybe talking some smack about it behind your back. Okay. I don't know why, but like some of you could actually, this is not going to be for everybody, but for some of you, you could have recently been featured in an interview, okay, or as a guest speaker somewhere, or even on TV. So people are kind of talking about this, that you had your time in the spotlight, or that you're famous. Because like, yeah, I'm also hearing bombshell energy. So like, you know, you've got that va va voom. Yeah. So let's go ahead and see what we can find out about. What are people saying about you? Let's go ahead and roll the Astro Dice too. Gemini, Pisces, Virgo, Cancer. So that could be your sun, moon, or ascendant. But yeah, you definitely are attracting a lot of interesting people lately. Attracting a lot of admirers, Spirit just said. You may be actually remembering some of your past lives in dreams, or hypnotherapy. I was just hearing some of you are recounting or remembering or getting flashbacks of past life memories. People think you're interesting, you know that? The things you talk about to people, even though for some of you, you may be kind of private. Even the things you're telling close friends, they're talking about you when you leave, saying that you're a little out there. But that's okay, because you know what? I'm a little out there too. It's okay to be a little bit out there. It means you have a very vivid imagination. You're contemplative. You're a deep thinker. And a lot of people think that the way that you think is incredibly like insanely attractive and really cool. I'm feeling like a lot of Aquarian energy around you. You don't have to be an Aquarius, but you've definitely got a lot of Aquarian vibes, meaning that like you have a unique sense of style and a unique flair about you, and you have some interesting ideologies, and you're willing to talk about it, at least with people who want to hear it and are open-minded. We have the Ten of Swords, though. Yeah, that's what I was really sensing, too, is that you do have some haters or some people that are kind of talking about some painful things that you went through in the past, telling people that really don't need to know about it. I think it's because some of the people like to drag you down because you are a star here. You got the star. I mean, do you remember what I said in the beginning, how some of you were like either on TV or featured in an interview or asked to be a special guest? Like, you got the star that you could even have your own like YouTube channel. I mean, maybe you're a tarot reader or something too. I don't know, but like, we got the star here. Somehow you're elevated in your community and you do get a lot of people talking about you. I think it's because you have a lot of interesting spiritual ideas, or a lot of off the beaten path kind of ideas, maybe progressive even. I'm hearing progressive ideas. You could be into energy work and some very unconventional ways of thinking or doing things that have got people's like heads just turning and spinning. I saw like an image of like that. I don't like horror movies, but yeah. But I saw like the image from The Exorcist where the girl's head just turns around and around and around. So I think that you got head spinning over how interesting you are as far as like the things you like to talk about or the thoughts you like to entertain. People are talking about how you're entering into like a whole new world. I heard Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. Some of you are avid readers. You're very intelligent. People are talking about your intellect. People are talking about how you could be writing a book or writing your own story of your life. You are really taking the reins of your life, and you are co-creating your life, and you're doing it. You know, maybe you said you were going to set off to do this, and you actually are doing this. And I feel like some people think you're very strong and that, you know, you're very tenacious. Other people aren't really appreciating that very much because they feel small in your presence, but you still continue to just keep shining your beautiful light. I can see that. You have a fiery personality, a little bit feisty. You're going to stand up for yourself. If somebody tries to pin you in a corner or try to tell you who to be, you're going to stand up for yourself. You're unique. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're very abundant. You got the abundancy going on. People, when you get up to leave the room, people talk about how well off you look. They think that you look like you're making good money. You seem happy. Like I said, like joyful, happy. They talk about the pain you used to go through and how you've evolved and you've risen from it. And a lot of people want to keep you in, like, not a lot, but like some want to keep you in that past pain. These are toxic people that want to keep you in that past pain because it makes them feel like elevated. But most people are like really impressed, super impressed with like your ability to rise from the ashes, pull yourself up from the bootstraps, and you've done so much on your own, and it's just amazing. I feel like a lot of people, you inspire so many people, and when you get up and leave the room, people say how inspired they truly are by the things you're doing. Like, if you have written a book, or let's say you are working on writing a book, you've actually inspired other people to want to write too. Or to get your story out there. Like I said, some of you, you could be featuring something that you love to talk about on TV or on the internet, and really being brave to put yourself out there. And some people might be saying some stuff about you behind your back that, you know, you're this or that, but it doesn't really bother you because you love who you are. Some people are saying behind your back that you have too much self-love, but don't pay any mind to that. 8 of Pentacles and 9 of Cups. People are talking about how you walked away from somebody. This could have been an old friend or family member or an ex-love, but people are up in your business talking about how you're quick to cut people off when people are not being good to you. Personally, I see nothing wrong with that, like cutting people out that are being toxic to you, because you deserve the best, okay? People are really enthralled by your creativity and your passion. Some people want to be like you. A lot of people want to be like you. And a lot of people may try to duplicate what you're doing. Some people may try to copy you, okay? When you leave the room, they may be just sitting there thinking about how they could be more like you and asking a lot of questions to other people, okay? Yeah, even people that don't know you are thinking a lot about how they could be more like you. You inspire strangers. You inspire a lot of strangers that you've never even met, okay? 8 of Pentacles, you're always like working on yourself to become better and better, and that's another reason why you always inspire people. You could have moved around a lot too. You can make a home anywhere. People admire this about you, if this is true about you, that you've lived in a lot of different places in your life. But it's like wherever you are, you can almost call it home because you seem very happy in your own skin. And you don't need a place, a physical location to dictate your mood. You can be happy anywhere. You can be happy literally on the other side of the world or right in your own backyard. You don't have a need to travel. Some people just have that need. They have to satiate to always be on the move, always to be on the go, traveling, this, that, and the other. You're very content. You've traveled a little bit. I see you've traveled here, there, and everywhere for most of you, a lot. A lot of you actually, I think you've traveled, you may be done with the traveling. You're happy, you're content where you're at. But for some of you that do have to travel, you just seem to be happy. You can just make a home wherever you're at. It's like your level of comfort. You're very comfortable with yourself and who you are, and you're proud of who you are, and you should be. Some of you are just being really, really real with who you are and your sexuality too, and embracing that. Some of you may be realizing that you have different sexual preferences than what you did when maybe before. Okay, that's not for everybody, but that's just going to be for some of you, because that is coming through, and people could be talking about that too. How you seem to change, or maybe your style is more ambiguous lately, or more, if you're, let's say you're a woman, you could be dressing more masculine lately, or kind of doing some kind of combo, like a combination of masculine and feminine looks. I don't know why people like to tend to talk about this though, but that's not going to be for everybody. But you're just discovering yourself and loving yourself. You're open. You're discovering so many new things about yourself all the time, because you're not afraid to ask yourself big questions. You have a philosopher's mind. Because I was hearing like Plato, Aristotle, Socrates, like you have a beautiful mind, and you're not afraid to go within and ask yourself huge questions. Okay, let's see what else people are saying about you when you leave the room. Yeah, people are, I just heard from spirit, people are talking about your aesthetic, the things you wear. You could have some, what people would call wacky jewelry sense. Hey, you know what? That's okay. A lot of people would probably say that about me too. I make a lot of my own jewelry, so, and that's okay. I do it for myself, so you're probably like that too. You just like to wear what you like to wear because it makes you happy. What else are people saying about my pile 3? You have a lot of talents. Yeah, you are super multi-talented. You're in the flow. You're in the creative flow. You allow, like, communication with the divine when you're in your artistic flow. And it really flows through you. And it, like, courses through you. Spirit courses through you. And it really shows up in your work, whatever it is that you're doing, whether it be writing or artistic pursuits, musical pursuits, body movements. Some of you do stained glass, or even glass blowing. I heard glass blowing art. That's cool. I don't think that's ever come up on this channel before. Some people think you're delusional because you maybe, you know, like I said, like they think you're woo-woo or out there or wacky. They think you may be out of touch with reality. With reality. They could be saying that about you behind your back when you leave the room. Some people think you're antisocial. Okay, this would be the haters or people that just misunderstand who you are. Some people, though, think that you're very authentic to who you are, and they at least appreciate that you love who you are. You march to the beat of your own drum. You're not trying to be somebody else. You're proud to be you, and people can't deny that you're authentic. And whenever you walk away, people are just like proud to actually say that you are really authentic. You are who you are. Some people think you're superstitious and that you believe in like magic, or like, you know, you might believe in some certain things like, oh, don't go out on a full moon, or don't step on a crack or you'll break your mama's back, or whatever, like these different, or walking under a ladder, or different superstitions, or yeah. So people may just think that you're very superstitious, and they may be talking about that behind your back when you leave the room. People, though, are saying that you're a lot sexier than you realize, and that you seem to just be like very chill with your energy, but like you actually are sexy. And a lot of people are actually noticing this with your looks, that you look sexy. But you may not really realize it fully, and you're definitely not flaunting it just to be sexy and get attention. Some people think you're moody because sometimes you can act a little bit aloof, and at other times you're friendly, and you alternate between acting aloof and acting friendly, and you could alternate kind of fast, okay, or slow. It doesn't matter the tempo at which you alternate, but some people are noticing that your moods fluctuate. So they could be saying that when they see you, sometimes you look very closed off. They don't know how to take you because they don't think you're consistent. Some people think that you are just fishing for compliments. I think this is just your haters. I think it's because they're jealous of your accomplishments and that you actually love yourself. You don't need any compliments. You're very certain of who you are. And by the way, if somebody says they don't need compliments, I think they're telling themselves a little lie, because I'll tell you why. Everybody likes to hear nice things. You know what I mean? As long as they're true and genuine, everybody likes to hear nice things. You know, and it's a difference like if you need it really, really badly and you're fishing for it, which I don't think you are. But some people just think that you can be showy, or like that you're trying to be unique on purpose because you want people to notice you, or like you want attention, which, I mean, that's just rudeness. That's just people being stupid. That's just haters being hateful. What can you do? What can you do? There's always going to be haters. Doesn't matter who you are. You can't please anybody. You get a lot of attention when you go out. So of course, yeah, people are going to say, "Oh, you're trying too hard," or like, you know, you're trying to dress over the top, or like your aesthetic is over the top. And it's like, no, bitch, I like to wear what I like to wear. You know, I am me. So I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. Hopefully you can share in that same feeling and vibe, that you really don't give a crap what other people think. But it's just kind of nice to check in, and it gives you a, like, if you're curious, like I get curious about this sometimes, like, what do people think about me? But it doesn't really dictate to me how I act. Like, even though knowing like what people do say about you when you leave the room is just interesting, it's not like you really need to know, or like, you know what I mean? It's just something like curiosity. I don't know. Curiosity kicks in, and it's like kind of like human nature to want to know what people are saying about you behind your back. But like, I understand that, but like, I mean, because obviously you clicked on this reading, but it's not like you need to know, or like you need to hear compliments. But everybody enjoys getting compliments, so there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like you have a lot of confidence and you know who you are. And I just think there's like a lot of jealous ass people, haters and such, that, you know, they like to try to rain on your parade because you're a wonderful spirit. You have a uniqueness, a whole bunch of set of gifts, and you turn people on. I know that sounds funny that it kind of interjected that in there, but I couldn't help but notice that we've got something kind of naughty here in the tiles. So yeah, you're getting people like physically excited, and they're having physical reactions to you. And I think that's one of the reasons why you may have some people like hating on you, because they don't want to be feeling this way about you, but they're scratching their heads going, okay, why am I attracted to pile 3? Like, maybe they have somebody, or they, like, I don't know, like, for whatever reason, say to themselves they don't like you that way, but like, yet they can't help but get turned on by you. And I think this makes some people haters. Some people think, oh, you're on the wrong path. Some people may be worried about your soul. That just came through. That could be like some religious folks that you know. If you know any very super ultra religious folks, they could be worried that you're on the wrong path, that you're into God only knows what. They could worry about your soul. I just heard that. They could be talking about that. Some people think that you speak with a large vocabulary, and that you may be just trying to sound like you're smart because it threatens people. I mean, truth be told, like, you really are smart, but like, yeah, people that don't have a big vocabulary, or like people who can't understand what you're saying, they will easily try to accuse you of like trying to sound smart, even though you actually are smart, and you're just, yeah, using your brains. I mean, hello. You inspire others. So yeah, you inspire a lot of people with the things you're doing, because you're taking the right action towards your goals, and you're getting more and more in tune with like your gifts, your talents, and what makes you you, what makes you shine. Let's just take like 1 or 2 more. Yeah, some people are questioning your light. This could be like really religious people, staunch. I just heard staunch people. This could be family members, friends. Mostly this could be people at a church setting or something. Maybe you used to go to a church and you stopped going. These could be haters at a church, or in a church group that you used to belong to, or some kind of community that you used to belong to, that are still talking. And they're questioning your motives, and you're questioning your light. Hater energy. Yep. Definitely some hater energy with my pile 3 here. So best to just ignore it. They don't like you too because you seem to have like all the luck. Yeah. They just, I don't know. They totally misunderstand you. And they get totally jealous of you. Lots of people. And even though you have all these haters, it's almost like for you, you almost like don't care in a way. Which I admire about you. I do admire that about you, my pile 3, that you don't let it stop you from being you and knowing who you are and being fully in your authenticity. You do not let that stop you. Let's go ahead and see if I can get some names here from Spirit, okay? If you don't like this portion, you can skip to the subscriber bonus, all about your how your evolution, how you're evolving, and what are people noticing about this. So I'm going to channel names and some information. Sometimes locations come through. I was hearing Lebanese, so Lebanese is coming through. That you could have an affiliation. I was hearing fattoush, which is a salad dressing that is Greek, I think. So you could have like a Greek background or be from Greece. Florida is here. Florida is coming through. So you could be from Florida, Ontario. I was hearing boomer. So I don't know what that means. Maybe baby boomer. You could be a baby boomer from that generation. Gen Z. Okay, you could be a Gen Zer. As far as names go, I've got Heidi. Somalia. I don't even know what that is. That could be a country. I don't know what that is. Somalia or a name. I'm not sure. Tennessee. Maryland. Milwaukee. Benedict. Benito. Conrad. Chloe. Rex. Rashid. Linda. Jennifer. Jess. Jet. I don't know. Maybe that's a last name. Jetter. Theo. Marty. Patty. I'm also hearing Patterson. That could be like a last name. Stacy. Sarah. Chevy. John. Candace. Or Candy. Darnell. Darius. Aria. Ace. Virginia. Ash. Avery. Montgomery. I mean, you could even be from Montgomery, Alabama. Okay. Kiara. Percy. Margaret. Veronica. Cody. Kylie. Kayla. Natalie. Amanda. Garrett. Nevaeh, Madison, Barb, Beverly, Lainey, Katrina, Queen or Queenie, Quinn, Guinevere, Gwyneth, Andrea, Anise, Anastasia, Natasha. I heard Langston. That could be a last name. I'm only going to say a couple more. Presley, Prescott, Jericho, Jamaica. Okay, I've never heard that name. Jamaica. Oli? I don't know. I'm hearing Oli, maybe Olivia, something like that. Roman. And Silas. That's a cool name, Silas. Also, you could be a hairstylist, because I was hearing stylist too. You could be a hairstylist. Nail tech. You could also be, you could clean teeth. What is that? Dentist, dental hygienist. You could be in sales or medical supplies. Business. Home sales. You could be a real estate agent. The name Lance is coming through here. You could be an 80s child. This is really random, but I was hearing that some of you could have grew up watching The Cosby Show. Yeah, I guess if you were an 80s child, you probably did. Because I was seeing like Lisa Bonet and Bill Cosby. So you could have grown up on that stuff. The Roseanne Barr show and that kind of stuff. Some of you, maybe you really like that game called Mind the Gap. That's coming through with the different generations all playing the same game. And anyway, that's coming through. The Bengal tiger is coming through. Some of you, that is like a spirit guide, spirit animal that you really relate to. Like a Bengal tiger, eagle. I heard Good Samaritan, so you're just a heck of a good person. You would do anything for anybody who really needed your help. You have a heart of gold. Botanical, some of you could work in a botanical store, or really like those botanical shops. Or you're good with plants. I was hearing that song by Bone Thugs and Harmony. Crossroads. Meet you at the crossroads. This is very random, but for some of you, you lost someone near and dear to you too early, and that person is coming through to say, hey, meet you on the other side. You could see their name here. They could have passed in their teen years or early 20s or 30s. They passed too young. Okay, so Spirit is kind of telling me to roll the dice to see what sign this could have been. Pisces, Libra, Sag, Pisces again, Cancer. So this person is coming through to say hello. Hello from the other side. I'm hearing that Adele song, Hello from the Other Side. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here. I hope you truly appreciated it. If you're interested in knowing how people are viewing your evolution and what you're becoming, check out my subscriber bonus. And all you have to do is hit that subscribe button and I'll be able to channel your energy. If you'd like a personal reading, I do offer those. Just look in my description box below for all the info needed for that. If you like 18 plus uncensored readings, I've got you covered. I've got a Patreon. It's only, well, there's 2 tiers. One is $3 a month. One is $6 a month. You can find the link to my Patreon and check out which of those tiers fits your needs best and go ahead and sign up. I'd love to see you on over there. Yeah, if you'd like to donate to my channel, it's never expected, but always very appreciated. It helps me to purchase things for the channel. So I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day or night or whenever you're watching this. Take good care. Feel free to watch however the other many piles you were drawn to, okay? And stay beautiful and blessed. Until next time. Bye. Hello and welcome to the subscriber bonus for all my subscribers out there. This is for you as my way of saying thank you so much, and I appreciate you and I love you all so much. Thank you for being a part of this awesome community, and I will be channeling your energy. Whether you're a new subscriber or you've been with me for some time. I'm going to be using the Alice in Wonderland Tarot. It's called the Tarot of Wonderland. Tarot in Wonderland. I don't think I've ever used this before. This was a gift to me. Okay. So, yeah, I got this from a sponsor. So, yeah, that's beautiful. It'll be fun to use that for the first time ever with y'all. I'm going to be using my descriptor cards that show, you know, certain things about your body. And then I'm going to be using the Universe Has Your Back, which I never ever use on this channel, but it's so much fun and Spirit was really calling me to use this. So I was like, yeah, okay, let's do this, you know. It's an empowering little deck. I really like it. I'm glad that I'm going to be using this today. So I'm going to start by just cleansing the space, okay, and bringing Spirit in. Spirit, please be here now with me. Help me to deliver clear, concise, and accurate messages to those subscribed to me who are here today for the messages. Please speak through me and allow me to reveal the truth about my subscribers here today, about their evolution and how they're changing bodily and spiritually, and any other way that you want to bring through. Thank you, Spirit. So yeah, this will be exciting. We're going to be viewing, we're going to be diving deep into how people are viewing your evolution. How are you evolving? How are you changing bodily and spiritually and every way possible? King of Swords. You're cutting people out that don't serve you any longer. You're cutting people out that are not nice, and you're really empowered here with the King of Swords. You're stepping into your power. You're really owning your power, and you're walking with more confidence. In some ways, you're like a little bit, I don't know, like happy. I feel like smiling in some ways. Like you're very proud of yourself for doing this. Maybe this was a long time coming for some of you. You finally cut off some people that were negative, and toxic. And anyway, this is part of your evolution. It's making you shine brighter. And you know what they say, within a garden, the flowers can only truly grow their best when they're not surrounded by weeds. And what you've done is you've become the gardener of your own life, and you've removed the weeds, so now you can just grow and flourish, and that you are. So even though this little Humpty Dumpty character looks kind of sour or kind of upset, you're actually really happy and you're doing great and you look happier than ever. You have a playful vibe about you. You're trying new things. People are astonished by all the fun new things you're trying. Yeah, you're happier than ever. You're playful. You're exploring. You're very exploratory. Yeah, something about you has changed, okay? You're more willing to take risks. The Wheel of Fortune is here. You're opening new cycles. You're getting in touch with your imagination. This is helping you with your work, okay? Especially if you do some kind of creative work. You're becoming more affluent, more abundant in everything that you do. And you're getting more and more in touch with your spiritual side, and with, you are actually communing with your spirit guides a lot more often lately, which is really, really helping you in so many ways, because your spirit guides are able to guide you on your path, and you are on your right path. I mean, look at this. You're on your right path. And talk about the garden of life and these beautiful flowers growing so tall. And this really reminds me, this raven reminds me of like the spirit guide walking with you, accompanying you on your path in this lifetime. And you are like allowing yourself to listen to your heart, listen to your intuition. And this is causing you to really change and evolve and grow all of the time. The Eight of Pentacles, you're always working on yourself. And that's the thing, is like, you don't give up. When the going gets tough, you just keep going, and you keep working on yourself no matter how difficult it can be. Sometimes it's easy to give up for people, but you just have that stick-to-itness that so many people have to admire about you, especially like lately. You've been patient. You're patiently waiting for things to happen. You know that good things are coming, and you're just waiting for it. You're manifesting things, and your glow up is beautiful. It's not just a physical glow up though. It's like, yeah, but for some of you, I do see, like, as far as your body, and this is not going to be for everybody, but for some of you, you may be like wearing more clothing that is like more well fitted. I want to say, like, it fits your body and shows off more of your body, and you're showing a lot more confidence with your clothing. Okay, I feel like that's going to be for a lot of you. You're feeling more comfortable in your clothing, and you're able to show your sensual side. Knight of Cups means, yeah, you are more in touch with your intuition, and your attitude is good. You're, like I said, like, how you're evolving is that you keep going. Whereas before, you might have been somebody who, in the past, you tried something, it didn't work, you gave up. But now I think you're surprising a lot of people because of your stick-to-itness and your drive. This says, my fearless freedom lights up the world. So you're definitely somebody who lights up this world. So keep shining that beautiful light. You have a fearlessness about you, and that's how you're evolving. It's like you're not afraid. You're not afraid to be you, and you don't care who knows who you are. You're not hiding yourself. You're not like hiding your light under a basket. You're shining your light for everybody, and you're really standing in your authenticity, who you are, and you're affirming yourself. You could literally be using self-affirmations to help you with this process. For some of you, you're channeling your own affirmations from spirit and writing them down and like putting them in places where you'll see them. If you're not doing that yet, that may be a good idea. You're very loving, and no matter how many people had hurt you in the past, you're still loving, and you didn't let that get to you, and you didn't let it make you bitter. You allowed it to make you better. Better, not bitter. That's a tongue twister. But Spirit was saying, you're better, not bitter. And that whereas other people might have succumbed to being bitter or being upset or, like, you know, allowed the darkness to consume them, like you have overcome the darkness. You've done your shadow work. You are getting rid of or have gotten rid of toxic or controlling people that tried to, like, dictate to you who you should be. And you're being very proud of who you are. That's how you're evolving. It's beautiful. It says, I am a spirit having a human experience, and I'm here to get closer to love. So you're finally opening up your third eye and trusting your heart more, trusting your intuition, stepping into your spirituality and really embracing it, embracing all of your gifts. You have so many spiritual gifts. All right. This one is really, really coming out strong here. Okay. Yeah, literally like you have a uniqueness about your fashion. You could like a quirky sense of style. Some of you could look like Selena Gomez a little bit with like dark hair. Some of you may even be Latina. It doesn't mean that you are, but I'm seeing somebody here who could have very dark hair, but I'm also seeing somebody who's blonde. And even somebody with a twinge of red. So yeah, oh, lots of red. Okay, somebody with lots of red. Borderline pink hair. Anyways, and then somebody whose hair is just as dark as a raven, like black as the night. Maybe you like to actually change your hairstyle up a lot because I am seeing like all these different colors. But I know a lot of people watch these, but I'm seeing like lots of colors. But no matter what the color is, it really suits you. It suits your face, your style, your vibe, and you have your own unique flair. You have badass energy. You could like to wear leather, sunglasses, aviator style sunglasses. Maybe you like sunglasses from like a different era or time period. I'm seeing like Oscar de la Renta. Some of you like to wear Oscar de la Renta sunglasses. Also, I'm seeing I'm trying to think of the name of it. Foster Grants. Okay, some of you are wearing Foster Grant type of sunglasses. Okay. Some of you have short hair and beauty marks. Some people, they may not be able to distinguish the color of your eyes for certain because your eyes can change color depending on what clothing you're wearing. So this is how you're evolving, is that yeah, that even your eyes seem to change color. That's interesting. I know that can happen. I've talked to other people who said that their eye color seems to change or be kind of ambiguous as far as like not knowing what color it is, but depending on what surroundings are there, like your eyes can look a certain color, which is very interesting. Okay, you could be masculine with a beard and long hair or medium hair, curvy, not curvy, curly hair. You could be into cosplay or anime style. What is this called? With the little cat ears, manga. Okay, you could be into manga or like dressing up, all cutesy and have like a very young vibe about you. You're trying different styles. That's the thing. It's like this is how you're evolving, is that you're willing to try all these different kinds of hairstyles. You're willing to try all these different kinds of aesthetic vibes, and each time it's evolving because you're trying different things. You're willing to try different things. You're not in a rut with your style and your looks and stuff. You're ever evolving with your looks. So some of you may actually draw on a beauty mark, okay? It could be like a little drawn on little thing with like a brown or black marker. Or you could draw on freckles. I am seeing that for some of you. Okay, and some of you have tattooed eyebrows. Eyebrows that are actually tattooed because you wanted to change the shape. Or somehow you changed the shape of your eyebrows. We got a classic elegance here. You know how to really take it from day to night and dress up if you want to. Okay, so you can look very classy, sassy, look very put together, posh, very posh, poised. And then it's so funny because you can really be, you can take it from like you got these extremes here. It's so hilarious. Like look at how diverse you are with your fashion and the way you express yourself here. Kind of closed off here, looking like a badass, to like sultry and seductive, looking all like $1,000,000 and everything, to like schlepping around in a big oversized sweater that's just cool and unique and comfy. Showing off your body in a nice way because you have a beautiful body, beautiful shoulders, beautiful chest, beautiful arms. You love yourself. You're not afraid to experiment with like all kinds of interesting things that enhance your beauty, such as like ear cuffs. You may really like ear cuffs. Yeah, fake piercings, like the little fake nose rings, that kind of stuff. You just like to try different jewelry, like or different accessories, to anything you can do to like change your beauty up or enhance it. Some of you like to wear really long earrings, like 2 to 3 inches long. And it's like, wowzers, when you do that, it really enhances your beauty a lot. It's very eye-catching because not that many people actually wear long earrings like that. So when you do, people are like, wow, okay, it takes a special person to pull that off, but you can do it. You can do it. You can pull off all these numerous different looks. Let me know in the description, or let me know in the comments section what you think of this and if it applies. Thanks again so much for being here. Congratulations on your awesome evolution, and keep being, you know, somebody who evolves. Keep changing, because you're keeping people interested and you are entertaining yourself too. I see that you're getting a kick out of it. You love yourself. You enjoy the expression of who you are on this earth plane, and that's how it should be. Joyfully blissful, right? Just like Joseph Campbell said, follow your bliss. All right. Love y'all so much. Take care. Much love to you all. Stay beautiful and blessed. Until next time. Bye.